The laboratory portion of your IVF journey begins as soon as your eggs are retrieved. The fluid containing the eggs is gently suctioned into test tubes by the doctor. It is brought immediately into our lab and maintained in a warm, humidified environment. The embryologist searches through the fluid to find the eggs, which are then washed and placed into a special solution called culture media. This solution contains all of the nutrients that the eggs and sperm will need. Once the eggs are ready, preparation of the sperm sample for insemination begins. The sperm sample is washed using a density gradient made of tiny silica particles. The difference between the pre- and post-wash samples is dramatic. The wash sample is much cleaner and highly motile. Then it's time for fertilization. There are two methods of fertilization: standard IVF and ICSI. For IVF, thousands of sperm are added to small groups of eggs. For ICSI, eggs are stripped of their surrounding cells and each mature egg is injected with one sperm. The early signs of fertilization are visible the next morning. 2 pronuclei, one from the male and one from the female, indicates normal fertilization. Now the embryos are left undisturbed in the incubator and are only taken out each day for about 20 to 30 seconds to be scored. In the first 4 days, the embryos are given a grade from 1 to 5, where 1 is excellent and 5 is poor. Once an embryo becomes a blastocyst, we grade the inner cell mass. That will become the baby. And the trophectoderm, that will become the placenta, as A, B, or C. The overall size of the embryo is scored 2 to 6. It is perfectly normal for a group of embryos to have a variety of grades. On day 4, we will call you with an update. If we are planning a fresh embryo transfer, you will be given a transfer time for the next day and some general instructions about being properly prepared for your transfer, such as having a full bladder. On day 5 or 6, we will phone you again with the total number of embryos frozen or biopsied if applicable. The latest technology for freezing embryos is called vitrification. This technique uses liquid nitrogen to transform the embryos into a glass-like state without harming them. If you are having a fresh embryo transfer, the embryologist will choose the best embryos for the transfer. For more information on morphology or PGTA, please see our video on PGTA. Good quality blastocyst will be frozen individually for future use. We wish you the best of luck for a positive pregnancy test.